Have you ever thought, I wish my child could learn piano, but lessons are so expensive, schedules are busy, I'm not a piano teacher, I wouldn't even know where to start? If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. One of the questions homeschool parents ask me very often is how to fit music education into real life. Not an idealized life, not the life where everyone wakes up eager to practice scales for 45 minutes. Real homeschool life with multiple kids, laundry, co-op days, sports, toddlers, potty training, all the things competing for our attention. Today we're talking about something practical, how you can actually include piano lessons in your homeschool life, even if you've never played piano yourself, even if you're on a tight budget, and even if driving to weekly piano lessons isn't realistic. And specifically, we're going to look at an option many homeschool families use and enjoy, Hoffman Academy. As always here at Music in Our Homeschool, my goal is not perfection. My goal is helping you make music happen consistently. Because 15 minutes done regularly changes more than 1 hour done occasionally. Years later, that consistency adds up. Now, before we begin, I want to be transparent. My own children mostly learned through traditional in-person piano lessons. We've used private teachers for years. Since I'm a music teacher, piano study has been important in our family. But I also know that private lessons aren't possible for everyone. And honestly, sometimes online options are the better choice, even when private teachers are available. So let's talk about that today. If you are a homeschooler looking for ways to easily and affordably include a quality music education in your homeschool, you've come to the right place. This is the Music in Our Homeschool Podcast. I'm Gena Mayo, homeschooling mom of 8 and music teacher for over 30 years. Piano is one of the best instruments for anyone to learn, including homeschoolers. I know I'm biased as a music educator, but hear me out. Learning piano teaches music reading, rhythm, listening skills, coordination, discipline, music theory, and pattern recognition. Piano students often develop a stronger understanding of how music works overall because they can actually see the melodies and harmonies laid out visually on the keyboard, which is a little bit easier to picture than, say, on a guitar or a trumpet or even a violin. That's one reason why my music theory courses at Music in Our Homeschool include some piano components. Take a look at Kinderbach. All of my music theory courses, such as Beginning Music Theory for Elementary, Beginning Music Theory for Teens, Advanced Music Theory for Teens, Singing Made Easy. Intervals become visible, chords make sense, scales stop feeling mysterious. Even students who will never become advanced pianists benefit tremendously from basic piano study. And beyond the academics, piano gives something beautiful to children, the ability to create music themselves. That matters. Listening to music is wonderful. Appreciating composers is wonderful. But making music yourself creates a different kind of confidence. Now, maybe you're listening and thinking, that sounds nice, but piano lessons cost hundreds of dollars every month. I have 4 kids. I can't drive everyone around town. We have a baby. My toddler needs a nap. We live rurally and we don't even have nearby teachers. Or maybe my child wants to try piano, but I'm not ready to commit to expensive weekly lessons when I don't know if he's going to stick with it. These are exactly the type of situations where Hoffman Academy has become super helpful. Let's talk through some reasons why homeschool families choose online piano instruction. First is cost. Traditional lessons can easily cost $25 to $60 per lesson, depending on where you live. Multiply that by several children, and music education suddenly feels quite unreachable. Online programs often cost dramatically less. And with Hoffman Academy, you could get started for free, just to make sure it's going to work for you first. Another reason is flexibility. Homeschooling often works because of flexibility. You might do math at 8 a.m. one day and noon the next day. You might school year-round. You may travel and do your homeschooling in an RV. You may have babies, appointments, or unexpected schedule changes. Online piano lessons can fit around your life instead of requiring life to fit around them. Huge benefit. Another reason is reduced pressure for beginners. Some children freeze during in-person lessons. Others prefer learning privately at home first. It just makes them feel more comfortable. Online instruction can feel safe for hesitant learners. And then there's the logistics. Online lessons require no driving, no waiting in parking lots. Boy, I can tell you multiple hours I have sat in the car during piano lessons. No rushing home for dinner. And for many families, these practical details are the difference between music actually happening and music never happening. So let me tell you some more specifics about Hoffman Academy. It's an online piano learning program created by teacher Joseph Hoffman. It's designed specifically for beginners and younger students with video-based instruction and a sequential approach to learning the piano. Families often appreciate that lessons are engaging and geared toward children rather than feeling like dry theory instruction. That matters because motivation in private lessons matters. A child who enjoys playing piano will stick with it longer. And sticking with something often matters more than choosing the perfect curriculum. One thing I appreciate philosophically is that programs like Hoffman Academy lower the barrier to entry. Music education should not only belong to families with large budgets or abundant local resources. Children deserve opportunities to learn music regardless of geography or finances. And I love that. Now, does online piano completely replace an excellent private teacher? Sometimes no. Private teachers really can offer individual connection, accountability, and performance coaching that's difficult to replicate online, but online lessons can still be incredibly valuable, especially at the beginning. And sometimes they will be a bridge. A child will start online, develop interest, and build confidence, and eventually transition into traditional in-person lessons. But sometimes online is enough. It's the long-term solution. Either is okay. Remember, progress is more important than appearances. Your homeschool doesn't need to look like anybody else's. I also want to encourage parents who think, but I don't know how to play the piano. How can I supervise these lessons? Remember, you don't have to be the expert. That's something I constantly say regarding music education. You don't need a degree or years of lessons yourself or to know what all the Italian tempo markings mean. You simply need a willingness and some consistency. There's plenty of resources to guide you. Music in our homeschool is built around simplicity. Parents often underestimate how much can happen when they simply press play and participate alongside their children. Learning together is powerful. Some of the sweetest homeschool memories come from learning something new as a family. Imagine your child practicing a simple melody while other siblings sing nearby, or grandparents hearing a first piano piece over a video chat. Maybe Christmas carols can be played a few years from now. Those moments start with beginning piano lessons. Small beginnings matter. So I want to encourage you today to take a look at Hoffman Academy. You can find it at musicinourhomeschool.com/Hoffman Academy. That is my affiliate link. Be sure to take a look at the accompanying blog post to find links and more details about this wonderful program. Thank you for joining me today, my homeschool heroes, and I will see you next time on the Music in Our Homeschool podcast.